Hi guys, Chef Evelyn Ijama here. Today we are going to be making Nsala soup, also known as white soup or light soup by the Ghanaians. So this is the rough blend of my pepper mix, combination of onion, red and yellow scotch bonnet. I always use it for my soup base. So for the protein, I'll be using some goat meat, cow tripe and Ponmo. I'll also be using some salt. Then I'll be using yam as both the swallow and as a thickener. I have here some crayfish, smoked catfish, some stockfish. I'm using the ears and the fillet for this recipe. Pepper soup spice, Uyakyak or Preskese as it is called in the market. Some Cameroon pepper for heat, and then some seasoning cubes. I'll be using some Uziza leaves, and I'll be using the roughly blended pepper mix. So it's time to grind our crayfish. Then I'll go ahead to slice the yams and prepare them for boiling. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Now I'll arrange my leaves to cut them in thin slices, as you would see. And now it's time to boil my meat. That's the pepper mix going in there. Some salt. Some seasoning cubes. Some Cameroon pepper. And some pepper soup spice, just to give the meat that depth of flavor. I'll stir to combine, allow the meat to cook in its juice. A good time to like and share this video. A good time to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. I'll also add my stockfish so that everything boils together and becomes nice and tender. You can see that the protein is sweating out its own juice already. So after some minutes, it's time to add water. So whenever my grandmother was making Nsala soup, if you are a favorite at the time, she will reserve some boiled yam for you and add oil to it for you to enjoy. So I always used to be a favorite then. So now I'm rewarding myself with some white yam and oil. I love it. Now it's time to blend my yam or pound it. I'm using my food processor because soft life forever. This makes my life really very easy. Guys, this particular food processor is a powerful machine. It will blend your pounded yam in no time. I tell you, this didn't even take me up to 4 minutes. You see, so no need to be buying yam pounder that I don't know what they are putting in there. I make my pounded yam myself. So here's me adding some water to just give it more lush, you know, and make it really smooth. Pounded yam is ready and will be set aside for later use. Just set aside as much as you'll be needing to thicken your soup, okay? It's time to check on our meat. It's boiling and now the meat are nice and tender. So I'll be transferring it to another pot and continue the cooking process. Look at that. Everything is soft and the spices are well incorporated into the protein, which is what you should have. Now it's time to go in with some water to get the right quantity I'm going for. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I use boiling water so that I wouldn't have to waste time. I'm adding in my Uyakyak or Preskese, some Cameroon pepper, some seasoning cubes, some pepper soup spice. Remember I added some to the meat, so you don't want to add much there. The dried catfish, some crayfish powder. I'll be reserving a little to use much later. I'll give that a good stir. then cover to boil. Make sure you adjust for seasoning, okay? Now look at what we have. It's all boiling right now. This is the time to introduce your pounded yam, the one you reserved to serve as a thickener. So just drop them in small lumps and it will disintegrate by itself, okay? So drop as much as you want depending on how thick you want your soup to be. I like mine to be borderline, not too runny, not too thick, because one thing about Nsala soup is that when it gets cold, it automatically becomes thicker than when it was still on fire. So you just have to be very careful. Now you can see for yourself that the yam has properly disintegrated. Please stir at intervals, okay? And the moment you notice that you have achieved the consistency you are going for, if there are still some lumps there, you can take them out, okay? Now it's time to add my Uziza leaves. I like to leave it to cook a bit because I see Uziza leaves as a herb. So the more it cooks, the more it releases its potent flavor and nutrients that are very beneficial to your health, okay? So give that a good stir. Take out the Preskese or Uyakyak at this moment because it's not to be eaten. Your kitchen should be smelling heavenly as mine. Guys, this is the best soup you'll ever have. That's the crayfish I just added for effect. I told you that when making your soup, always reserve crayfish powder to add at the end. It's a game changer. Guys, if you follow this process in cooking this Nsala, you will achieve the best. I can brag because this soup is one of my favorites. Like, it's so delicious. Look at the soup, guys. Look at it. It's time to eat. Oh, there's no time to waste. My pounded yam is ready. I'm going to eat in the kitchen. I'm not sitting down anywhere. I just want to eat it as it is hot. Guys, this is so delicious. I'm not joking. After following this recipe, just come back and dash me money because there's no way you're not going to dash me money. I enjoy me to eat though, because right now I'm devouring this food right before your eyes. I already called you to join me, so please. Wow. This soup is so sweet. The goat meat was hot. Everything was just hot and I just couldn't wait. I couldn't settle down. I needed to just eat as in to eat it. God, this soup is so delicious, guys. You should try it. And at this point, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I don't understand. Please subscribe. This soup is sweet. For the weather, you know it's raining this period. Oh my god. Bye, guys.